The California State Senate has made it more difficult for journalists to do their jobs here at the state capitol, especially those who work in TV news. During the pandemic, the state Senate created restrictive rules around how the media can cover lawmakers while they're in session. Despite years' worth of repeated requests to change these rules, the Democratic leaders won't budge.
Members, any discussion or debate?
Democratic leaders of California's state Senate doubling down on their post-pandemic restrictions for the press. Before the pandemic, journalists used to sit in these desks directly behind senators. Senate floor records we obtained show it has been this way for at least a century. The Capitol Correspondents Association of California had jurisdiction over the desks, assigning them to different news outlets. But during the pandemic, staff filled those seats and the Senate prohibited journalists from using them without discussion. Now, the Senate refuses to give the seats back.
Historically, the press has been in the back of both chambers of the California State Legislature, which allows the press immediate access to legislators to ask them about what they're working on and how they're voting.
More access issues in the Senate hallway right outside of the chamber. Print reporters are able to interview senators there while the Senate is in session, but TV reporters cannot. That means senators can evade TV cameras about tough or pressing issues if they arrive late and leave session early.
I don't think we're over asking, and we're just saying treat us the same way as you are print or any other entity.
Steve Stuck is the president of the California Broadcasters Association.
For us to do news in an accurate and timely manner, we have to have access to that source, whatever it may be. And so you would think at the state capitol, where that's, the lawmakers are there and their access to press is even more critical, that they would give us fair and equal access.
On the other side of the building in the state assembly, journalists do not have these issues. They have several desks right behind lawmakers, and just today we were able to interview an assemblyman while the assembly was in session.
Aye, Alvarado Gil.
Back in the Senate, I confronted its leader, Pro Tem Mike McGuire. He blamed the ongoing Capitol Annex project.
And technically, this is part of the Senate floor. So as you know, in years past,
but in the assembly, we were allowed to do this.
And that's the assembly's rules.
But this is a much larger hallway.
So I'm just wondering, do you want to have a
I do. I'm just.
So let's have them back and forth. So the back and forth is, as you know, the members' restrooms as well as the members' lounge is here. Any press, any television press person can do a television interview not during the time of session.
Why did you take our desks away?
Prior to the construction, there was a lot more flexibility.
Why can we do it in the assembly, which is double the size of your house?
I don't mean to run truly. And
truly, Mr. McGuire,
I've answered
the
you either
assembly.
way. I know you may not like the answers, but I'm telling you.
So you don't plan on changing it at all? You don't
Thank
plan on
so
changing
much.
it at all? Just
Thank
confirming.
Thank you,
This is
Ms.
how it's
Zavala.
going to be.
Thank you.
Okay, this is how it's going to be, Mr. McGuire.